guys do that to the... She's so pretty. Look at her. You want me to go? You want me to fight him? Because I got... No? Alright. Because if you want me, I got... Oh, okay. Can you guys see me? Alright. I was going to get my other two lighting, but my ring light seems like it's bright enough. Hi guys. Welcome to my life, my world, my everything. Welcome to Tasha Reacts. Welcome to Tasha Reacts. I hope everybody's doing well, everybody's doing good in the hood. Hi, my name is Tasha. I do have another channel called Tachassociety where I do hair, makeup, and beauty. And I do have another channel called Tasha G, which is fairly new. Alright. So, I'm going to leave my disclaimer here. If the person comes up to me and say, hey girl, you don't have no right to be sharing my video, I will take it down. Because I don't care.
I'm going to tell you a story time of how I found out my ex had a whole family that lived down the street from me. So it was the summer of 2019. I just ended a relationship, an emotional, abusive relationship of 4.5 years. Oh my God, I was devastated.
Don't that be so weird? Like, I feel like when you go through the worst relationship in your life, you always have to jump in another relationship that's worse. Like, always. Like, you'll go through a bad relationship and now you meet another man that's even worse. Like, is that like the test of trial? Like, God's like, hey, wait. You're not ready. Stranger danger. Stop. Stop in the name of love. Before you break my heart. They break it. They break it in half. Okay.
Completely devastated. That was the worst thing that had happened to me in that time. So I was in therapy, doing all the things. Me and my bed, we had a very tight relationship. The relationship was too good. So one day my therapist wanted me to go out. At the time, it was a friend's birthday, and we were going to this little happy hour spot called Jim's Place. It was popping on Wednesdays in Jacksonville. It was like from 5:30 to 10. So I go out and I meet several guys that night, and I met this one guy in particularly. Let's call him Mr. Banks. So me and Mr. Banks, we hit it off. It was actually supposed to be a one-night stand, but I got so scared. I the last minute I couldn't do it. Like, it sounded good, but when it was time to like, all right, let's go, I couldn't do it. So the next day he hit me.
Oh, I said I don't think I ever had a one night stand. Have I? I don't think I ever had. Because they keep coming back. Alright. I'm just playing, but serious. I don't think I ever had a one night stand. Have I? No. I remember I had a 2-night stand, but I dropped him because we did Bang Bang Chicka Bang Bang. Baby, we did Bang Bang Chicka Bang Bang on a Monday. By Tuesday, baby, he told everybody. Everybody knew. I did it with Tasha, like, baby, the whole city knew. The whole city. So I had to drop him because I said, baby, you talk too much, baby. But he was one of my top dudes. I was gonna continue, but he talked too much. So I said, nah. Cause I don't like the girl effect. You can't act like a girl, okay? But baby, one night stand, I don't think I have I? No. I would say one, cause I ended up finding out this, yeah. But I dropped him because it was horrible. Horrible. He was a barber. His name was Junior or something, yeah. I was telling. Eeny weeny teeny weeny sunny in a short neck man. Yeah, his name was Junior. Yep, I did. Yeah. He wanted it to be long. No, it wasn't one time. I don't think it was was it? Yeah, it was. Alright, this ain't about me, right? Yeah. I think, yeah, he was my one night. Yeah, one night. Yeah, it was a bad night. Oh, okay.
Hit me up, and we went out on a lunch date, hit it off, had a great time, great conversation. So From then, we continued to date, or we started our dating journey. Okay, cool. During this time in my life, I did not want to be a girlfriend. 'Cause keep in mind, I'm just ending an emotional abusive relationship for 4.5 years. And even when I was in that relationship, like I knew it was coming to an end, and I was telling myself, I don't want to be a girlfriend no more. I want to date and marry. So okay, me and Mr. Banks kicking it, like we kicking it hard. I was dating several guys at the time. Oh my God, I had such an elaborate dating life, and it was amazing. It was so much fun.
I wish. First of all, I like her gray hair. Like, if you don't know, I have this obsession with gray hair. Like, I grew one gray hair, okay, and I said, I want them all. I am that girl. Like, when my hair is gray, I'm gonna force it. Baby, I love gray hair. Oh, I just think it's so pretty. I don't know when people be covering up. I'm like, why? Why you cover? I look older. No, your face look older. The hair don't make you older. You just look older. Oh, I love gray hair. Anywho, baby, I don't know how people could date. Maybe because I'm such like, I can't. Like, I know people be having multiple people. I can't do it. Cause you do something, I drop you. You do something, I drop you. Like like people be having like a whole bunch of people, and then I will call people. Like, imagine, okay, I have Sean, Diddy, Combs, being shady, right? Sean's one guy, Diddy's another guy, Combs is another, right? Baby, I will end up calling Sean Diddy and call Diddy Combs. Baby, I know y'all like, why you bring up Sean? I don't know. He came up. He came on my mind. Because his son, they tried to beat up Bridges, so he just came on my mind. But
For like 2.5, 3 months, I was tired. Every other day of the week, I'm doing something with someone. So eventually, Mr. Banks kind of like caught on to that, and he started to occupy all of my time. And that was cool because I liked him. So one day we're in the car, and we're in the car. He's on the phone, and I hear him say, "Yeah, I'm with my girl." So inside I died. I was like, fuck, here we go again. Because that was like a pattern. I'll be with a man. We'll go on a couple of dates, spend a lot of time together. And the next thing you know, I'm in this long relationship that I didn't even know if I wanted or not. So, okay, whatever. So we in this relationship, and everything's going good. We're literally together every single day.
don't that be the crazy? Yo, what is it? Yo, I promise you. I promise you, it be the ones that you're with all the time. You talk to all the time. Like, the dude I talk to right now, baby, like, we talk a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot. I know, like, one thing I know, he'll like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, my man faithful. I don't know. We just meeting. Excuse me, miss. What's your name? Can I talk? Like, baby, can I take you out tonight, baby? We just in the beginning stage. Okay? But I talk to him all the time. Well, I don't talk to him all the time. Well, yeah, we do. We talk a lot. We talk whatever. But the dude prior to him, I talk to him morning, day, and night. We're on the phone every day. That's when my sister told me he had a girl that he lived with. I was shocked. I said, what is it? How? He talked to me every single day. This one, I know. He don't live with nobody because I go to his place. I'm with him all the time. I call him. I can call him right now. He gonna answer. Boo, you good? Boo, you need something? Boo, you alright? This one, he kind of spoils me. That's why I kind of like it. But the other one, same thing. Baby, I could call him at like 12, 11 o'clock. He'll be like, yo, baby, you good? You okay? They be the ones that's the most attentive. They're the ones who have a family, kids, and the Brady Bunch. Yo, like, how do y'all do this? Like, I'm under my man all the time. Only if I don't care for you, though. Like, maybe if I don't care for you, but I'll break up with you. But, baby, how? Yo, it's so insane. It's so insane.
Weekends, we're kind of touch and go, but we're together every single day. We're out and about in public every day, right? I'm at his house. He's at my house. So a year go by, this is 2020, he helped me accomplish a major goal. And the day I accomplished that goal, we got into it bad, and it was outside of the norm. So the Holy Spirit told me to look him up again, because I looked him up before, nothing came up. The Holy Spirit said, look him up again. I looked him up. He had an entire family who lived down the street from me.
Hold up. You know, like, I be telling people, like, you know when people be like, God, I don't hear the voice of God. Like me, I know right now, I went through my stages with God. You know what I'm saying? I went through the God, Heavenly Father, like, for real. And then I went through a stage, like, 2 fingers up, baby. Who you? Mad. Why would you do this to me? Why would you ruin my life? Type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Baby. But one thing I would say about my God, my Father, even though I be acting up, he's like, yeah, she'll be back. God will tell me when a man not go to, God says it clear as day. Especially the last one, I used to have all the red flags. And you know, you don't think of the red flags till after. Like my son's father, yeah, God, at a point, I used to pray, and God used to, every morning, there used to be a black crow in front of my house. Like the little electric wire, and it would just sit there and call. Every morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. Until, right, when my son's father and me got into it, and I got kicked out, and we moved on. I never seen the crow again. Never, like never. The morning of, like even when I was gonna get locked up, whatever, the crow kept coming. It even sat on my car. I said, yo, am I gonna die? Cause people say crow means death. I said, baby, am I dying? Why does this crow keep calling at me? Yo, at a point I was like, yo, okay, maybe I need to figure out my will. Like, baby, I was scared. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yo, God will, to a point, I think God got tired. Like, hello, I show you every sign this person ain't shit, and you still staying? Then let me just scare the girl to death. Like, baby, God will show you, and God will say clear as day, this person is not of me. He's not of me. Girl, up the street, the audacity. Oh, man.
All right, so like I said, when I first met him, I looked him up because of the type of career he had. It scared the shit out of me. So when I looked him up, nothing popped up. So I was like, okay, cool, we're good to go. But I was still like, no on a one night stand, because that's not me. I'm not about that life. Like, what you gonna do when I get to your house? Scared. So when we got into it, don't get me wrong, we had arguments, right? But at that time, our communication was so on point. We would do things or say things to each other that we didn't like, and we would discuss it, move on from it. It was up until that point, that was like one of the healthiest relationships I've ever participated in. So when I accomplished this goal and me and him got into it that day, it threw me off so much because that wasn't our norm. So I'm like, that just didn't feel good. And it was like little things that we.
She seems so sweet. So sweet. Like, how can you hurt her? Mr. Banks? Why you do that to her? She's so sweet. Why you don't leave her for someone that is with her? Why you don't just stay with your family? Mr. Banks? She's so beautiful. Why you guys do that to she's so pretty. Look at her. You want me to go? You want me to fight him? Because I got... No? Alright. Because if you want me, I got... Oh, okay.
It just, that week did not feel good. So Holy Spirit said, look him up. So, okay. I go and look him up. Duval Clerk of Court, and his child support papers came back. Now, let me take you back. When I first met him, he told me he had one child. I was like, okay, cool. He told me the baby was 2 years old. Him and the mother, they're no longer together. Okay, cool. So remember I told you we're together every single day. So I met him in August. By December, I had to sit down with him, and I was like, hey, listen, you and this baby is really concerning me because I'm with you all day, every day. No one ever calls you at daycare about this baby. Don't babies get sick in daycare?
You know what? I respect you. What's her name? This is a woman. I was just having this conversation with my boy about the dude, my baby daddy's new girl. even my first baby daddy too. My second baby daddy, you know, I always talk about him, but my first baby daddy is another one. I remember when my first baby daddy and I was dating, and the first, you know, she that he was with in the beginning, of course, I was a baby mother. I was angry, like, yo, you don't have no beat around my daughter. But then at a point, I kind of respect her, even though I don't like her, because she was, you know, me and her didn't get along, right? So, but I respect her how good she was to my daughter. Then he started dating the girl that he's with now, and it was like two crackheads smoking weed all day. She hardly had her kids, and I said to him, because, you know, I'm very open, I said, how you would have, and he has another kid too, right? Because my first baby daddy, me and him are cool now. You know what I'm saying? That's my home skillet. He called me you beat when I act up, but we cool. You know, we passed that stage. And I said, how you with a girl that hardly has her kids? How do you expect her to respect mine? And he's like, yeah, you right. So then I started noticing Shorty started becoming a little bit more attentive to mine, right? I don't ever, like, when I was dating my son's father's a deadbeat. My second one, deadbeat. Everybody knew him for that, and I didn't know when I came in he was a deadbeat. His baby mother told me. That's why I take my son's father as an L, because his daughter was with us all the time because of me. I put the effort. Call your daughter. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? Why don't you buy her this? Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? But he was a deadbeat. You know, he was not a good dad at all. You know what I'm saying? And I used to always ask about her, like, where's your daughter? And he said to me, he said, you are the first girl I ever dated in my life that cared that I'm not with my daughter. Then he started bringing his daughter all the time. And his baby mother started talking trash to me, like, oh, now you with this B, now you want to be with your daughter. You know what I'm saying? Then the daughter started being with me. To the point my son's father was never there. I became the babysitter. I love, that's my third daughter. That's my third kid. Everybody knows that. I have a daughter, my son's daughter, and his daughter till this day. Even though she, you know, she kind of betrayed me in a way too. But that's still my kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I had her since a child. But baby, I respect her mother. Like I always tell people, she's like my kid, but she got a mama. I don't ever disrespect people's mother. You don't call me mama, you call me Tasha, because you have one. You know what I'm saying? It's just respect. I feel like women need to have boundaries, and if you are with a man and a man's not taking care of your kid, his kid, then why are you with him? What do you think? You're gonna have a kid, he gonna love yours? Some of them do though, no lie. Because my son's father, friend George, he's a deadbeat to his other kids, but his girlfriend's 2 kids he take care of. So it depends. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I mean, I don't have kids, but don't you have to pick him up sometimes? We got a fever or something. And I never seen a car seat at his house. There's no signs of any babies. So I was like, did you tell me you had a child to like protect yourself in the sense of you don't know if I'm going to be clingy or not? You can, like, did you lie? Because right now it's giving you do not have a child, and that's starting to concern me. So he was like, no, I do have a kid. I'm just super protective. I don't want to bring my child around everyone. I said, listen, I'm not trying to get an introduction to your child. I just want to make sure a child exists. And I was like, well, I'm gonna tell you like this. If I discover you are a deadbeat father, I'm out. That is a non.
I love you. Can someone, God, I declare blessing on top of blessing on top of blessing on her. That is a woman right there, because no insecurities. This is a woman. I remember one time, I think I was watching someone's reaction video, and a girl had a baby with I think a guy, and the guy had never seen the baby, and the girl said something in the reaction video like, but you're as bad as the man because you're letting him not see the kid. And everybody's like, well, that's not his kid. What is it? He is your man. That kid came from him. His sperm make the baby. He hold the baby. What is it? What are you talking about? God is going to bless her, because that is a woman. Because a man, if you love a man and you care for a man, you need to make sure that man loves everything of him, because that kid is him. I like her. This is the best reaction video I watch. They're mature. God has some. Girl, you deserve blessings on top of blessings because you the real MVP. Okay, I gotta hurry up because I gotta go out. My kids are
negotiable for me. And so we left it at that. Okay, cool. So fast forward to 2020. This is like July. Man, that's like September 2020. And I looked them up and I see child support. So I was like, okay. You know, things could change, you know, to see child support. Bitch. The child support was for an 8-year-old who lived in another city. You told me your baby was 2 years old. Your baby was local. Because in December when I had that conversation, I had a list of questions about this child. Like, is the child local? Do you still communicate with the mother? Does the child have any disabilities? Like, I was like trying to figure out, why don't I hear anything about your child? So from what you told me, there was a 2-year-old who is local, that is your child. According to the clerk of court, this is an 8-year-old whose mother is out the city looking for child support. What the fuck going on? So I'm digging. I'm reading. I'm reading the statements. I'm reading everything. Like, I even went as far as to requesting documents. So with our clerk of court system, you have the public view, but when you log in, you have access to a little more. But then you also have to request certain documents, so you have even more access. So I created a fake email, a fake password, and logged in with that. And then I requested those documents. I had to wait about a couple of days to get them. So I am reading everything. I'm up on my best friend and I'm reading everything. And as I'm reading everything, my heart is breaking because there was one incident in particularly. It was homecoming. And he went to homecoming. I did not go. And so it was a Sunday that I remember vividly. I called and I was like, I miss you so much. I'm ready for you to come home. So he told me, well, we getting ready to go have brunch. And I was like, man, you've been with your friends all weekend. I want you to come home. So he was like, well, let me see. Let me call you right back. He called me back and he was like, I'm on my way. According to the court documents, brunch was supposed to be with his child. Why would you? I didn't know, right? I would never.
Mr. Banks, you drop your Mr. Banks. Come on, miss. Poor baby. I feel, honestly, I had a phenomenal dad. That's why maybe I'm so bratty. I'm such a brat. I am a brat. A B-R-A-T, brat. My daughter had a phenomenal father. And my son, we're working on him because he just has a little maturing to do. I'm not gonna say no, he don't try. I gotta cuss him out for him to try, but baby, sometimes you just look at your kid and you're like, dang, cause it's nothing you can do. Like, I always tell people, I never kid my kids' fathers away. Maybe when I was younger with my daughter's father, but I told you I was immature. I was young. And my daughter's father will fight me. He gonna see his daughter. That's why I told people, if a man wants his kid, maybe they'll go above and beyond for that kid. He used to go above and beyond. Let me say, you're not gonna see he will bring me to court. This girl will not let me see my daughter. But I was a baby mother back then. I grew up. But my son's father, it's like, if it's convenient, it's like a show. My son's a show. And you see the heartbreak. You see the way he kind of acts out. Now, imagine a kid excited to go see you go out to brunch and then you drop him for her. This is your bloodline. I just don't understand it. Like, this is your kid. This is your heart. But some people feel as if the mother's just the full-time babysitter. That's what the mother is. Mr. Banks, Mr. Trash. What you call him, Mr. Trash? Mr. Trash.
I would never tell you to not go to brunch with your child and come home to me. But I did not know. But that was just so heartbreaking. So In the court documents, I keep seeing this address that does not belong to him, not the house that I've been at. I'm like, what address is this? And then, so I Googled the address. So when I Googled the address, a name popped up. Now, this particular name was a unisex name. And funny enough, I remember seeing that name because he was signed on to his Amazon Prime on my TV. And that was one of the profiles, but it's a unisex name. So I just thought that was a homeboy. You know how we share passwords and stuff. I Facebooked the name. And when I Facebooked the name, it was a woman. It was a woman. Then I'm going through the girl profile and I see that she got a 2-year-old child. So I'm like, do you have like what baby? Like it's what's happening right now? So I wrote the girl, but not like that. No, so I'm like, bitch, shut up. Not like that. I was like, hey, my name is Jasmine. I am in a relationship with Mr. Banks. Are you and Mr. Banks together? Is that your child? Do y'all share that child on your profile together? So she wrote me back and she was like, well, hey, Jasmine, or should I call you number 3? Yes. So we had this and we had a conversation and she just ran everything down to me. And now keep in mind, I'm with this man every day. We're traveling together. We're in public. I had no clue. Also keep in mind, because we were together so much, and remember in the beginning of the story, I didn't want to be a girlfriend. So I didn't want to spend the night with you. I didn't want to meet your parents. I didn't want an exclusive relationship, but I did like you. So, that's why it was a little easy for him I wasn't a typical girlfriend, so to speak. It was like, okay, you're gone. Like, it would be times he'll call. I'm like, hey, I'm reading the book. I'm going to call you back. So, that was my vibe. And honestly, I wouldn't change that. I don't want to be on nobody's ass anyway. But, yeah, so, I'm going to come back. Hold on. So this woman is like giving me the whole rundown. I'm like, well, girl, where were you when we went here? Where were you during this time? And she was just like, honestly, I don't know. I just had this baby and I'm just, going through it. This is my second kid. No, don't make me lie. That was her first child. And yeah, and I'm just like, okay, but we be at this house and whatever. She was like, yeah, I know he still got that house and whatever, but we in this apartment, and I was just like, my mom, I was so mad.
I feel so bad for the baby mother too, because sometimes you feel stuck too. You don't know what her financial situation is. She has a baby, dealing with postpartum, dealing with different type of energy. And she probably nice. The other two are probably I don't believe all of them is as sweet as her, because she seems, her spirit, I don't even know her, but just the aura and how she talks to you, she's like, oh wow, she's really sweet. You can tell she has a very positive vibe to her, and the other girls, by who, bitch, you did hate my man? Like, I know. I had girls like me when their men like me in the inbox, and I don't even respond. And they, who's Joe Biden to you? Who you talk to? Don't be talking to my man, Joe Biden. That's my man. Bitch, I never answered. Who is he? And then they'll send me a screenshot. I said, please, respectfully, your man is funny looking. His eyes is right there. His nose is crooked. I don't want it. I don't want your man. I like Haitian men. Okay, I do. Haitian men are my weakness. I like them. That's my thing. I like in a Haitian boy. I don't like a dude with his eyes all the way to his ear. I don't want it. You like him? I don't. I never said even hi. So I know what that must do to this girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, I just had this baby and he don't even have respect for me. Mr. Banks. Mr. Banks. Mr. Trash. Trash.
Oh, I was so mad, y'all. I was pissed. So, okay, hang up on you. Done with you. So, I called his parents because Mr. Banks, he overly cared how people saw him. Like on paper, check, 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 check. Like he values the public perception of him. I called his parents. And mind you, I never met his parents. I met his dad like once, right? But I never met his parents like for real. And so they don't know who I am. I Googled them too. Found their number. I said, excuse me, Mr. Banks' mom and dad. I am Jasmine, and this what's been going on for the past year and a half. Me and his parents had a good conversation. First, I talked to his mama. His mama was like, I can't believe what's going on, blah, blah, blah. That poor girl over there, blah, blah, blah. Call his daddy. Yes, ma'am. Here's his father's number. Yes, ma'am. Called the daddy. We talked. Oh, yeah, he was pissed at me. And so I called his mentor. Mind, these people don't know me. These people do not know me at all. And I said he was so mad. He was so mad because he values, people's perception of him. Don't care. So then, like, he would tell me stories about this ex-girlfriend. And so called her too, found her number, called her, and she really brought everything together as far as like, his upbringing, all these things and whatever that I didn't know and whatever. So she was like, girl, run, don't look back, run. I was like, damn. So then the girl who filed the child support on the 8-year-old that was out of town called her. Me, I was on the phone. Oh, baby, we was on the phone for some hours. Like, and I was just like, what the hell? I could not believe any of this. So yeah, so that's my story. How I found, and then yes. When I found out, I was out. That was it. I was done. Baby, I ain't want this relationship anyway. Don't get me wrong, it was like devastating and whatever, but that's the fastest thing I've ever gotten over in my life because it was like, whatever, I'm good. Like, I ain't want this situation anyway. So I say all that to say, look these niggas up. Look them up. Oh, but let me bring it all together for you, right? So clearly you see my page and I talk about sexual health and pleasure, right? So remember I told you I was in an emotionally abusive relationship. Now, to give you a time, I'm in my 20s, my mid-20s. And STI testing, HIV testing wasn't of significance. I did it for myself, right? But requiring a partner to, no. But when I was in that relationship, the abusive one, which I'll do a story time on that one of these days. When I found out when me and him broke up, like, it was beyond cheating. Like he had some bitches, okay? So bad to the point where I got it to his Instagram and he inboxing randoms. That changed my life forever because I was like, damn, you could have brought me anything. So boom, now I'm in this relationship with Mr. Banks. I'm standing on business. You cannot touch me without a condom. You got to get tested. So I remember early in our relationship with me and Mr. Banks, we started but we use a rubber. And I was like, hey, I need you to go get tested. And he was like, well, because I work for, this is my profession, I get tested. I don't give a damn. I don't see those test results. I need to see them for myself. We go by no test results. I said, hey, I asked you for these test results like 2 weeks ago and I haven't received them. I'm starting to become concerned. So you're not touching me until I see your test results. Next day, he went and got tested and he sent me the test results. Okay, cool. So the whole relationship, we always use a rubber. We always use rubber. Maybe twice we did not, right? And that would be an issue in our relationship. Like, he did not like that I stuck to using rubbers. Fast forward later, you got a whole woman you laid up with. That you lay up with every night. You damn right. When I tell you, that was the most satisfying thing ever, to know that I set a boundary and I stuck with it, because you sleeping with this girl, and keep in mind, she didn't leave him, and that's her business. They end up having another child. So you're having unprotected sex with somebody already, and you wanted to have unprotected sex with me too? Fuck no. Stand on business. Get tested. Make sure you see their test results and still use a damn condom. Because even after I saw his results, I still use a condom. And I'm so thankful that I did. You see what I'm saying? You with me now? So a year and a half maybe later, after the whole incident happened, my friend had a gathering. I attended. I sat at this table with some familiar faces and a new face. So the new face was a woman. We hit it off instantly, and the accomplishment that Mr. Banks helped me accomplish, it came up in conversation because a familiar face asked me about it. So the new face was like, oh, how did you do that? I'm very interested. And I was like, well, my boyfriend at the time, he helped me. His profession is this, and he also does this. And so she was like, okay. After the business shower was over, my friend called me and was like, hey, remember the new face that you met? I think she's dating your ex. What is his name again? I said, his name is Mr. Banks. I said, why does she, like, what happened? Put it together for me. So she was like, well, I guess you told her that you was doing whatever you accomplished, and that triggered her to think of him and whatever. She's dating him. And I was like, oh my God, such a small world. And so and my friend talking and whatever, and I was just like, okay, well, to her best of luck, left it at that, like literally, and I meant that genuinely and whatever. And so maybe weeks or months passed by, and the girl wanted to talk to me, and I said, okay, cool, so she got my number. So my friend, she can give her my number. New face called me and we talked. Now, I'm no hater. I know what I had in that relationship. Maybe it did change, so I wasn't like, oh girl, he a dog, he this, he that, da, da. No, that was my experience. Maybe he's grown from that. I don't know. And me and her was talking, and some things that she told me that he told her about himself showed me some growth there and whatever. But I didn't bash her. I answered the questions that she had for me. I answered them openly and honestly, and then I did leave it at, listen to yourself, and if there's something that you want to continue to pursue, go for it, but listen to yourself. So okay, boom, that was fine. That was that was a conversation. So maybe a year after that, because she told him that she met me. And I know him, he was kind of nervous, like, well, what did she tell you? But maybe a year, maybe no, it was probably like 2-3 years later, I randomly just called him because I had a question about that accomplishment. But I'm good on my part as far as like forgiveness and whatever, like I'm really past it. But he did tell me, he was like, when you did what you did, that really freed me, it vindicated me from all of the bullshit. And so I also want to thank you and whatever. Now don't get me wrong, a little piece of him do blame me for whatever reason. Like, I blew his world up, so it's a little resentment still there, but I don't care, don't matter. But yeah, so he fine with it. I'm past it.
She does, but I think I'll follow her on TikTok. Like, I don't really vibe with a lot of people. I like her. Like, I like how she is, how calm she is, her standing on business, baby. I wish you nothing but blessings, girl. Nothing. I always leave the personal information here or here, usually in the description bar as well, so you can check her out yourself. I will check her out if she has more story times, or if you guys see she has a story time, let me know. I really like vibe with her because she's so positive. It's just, I really enjoyed this one. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Like, comment, and subscribe, sis, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.